Thursday, the 16th day of April. 1 month and a day since the first announcements of 3 COVID-19 positive patients, and results last night, 0 tested positive. So we'll have more on that. And then from the Physicians Advisory Council, Dr. Felix Cabrera coming on at 7:45. But let's get the labor director, David Dell'Isola, who's there's been a huge development in the PUA and the FPUC. So good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Chris. How are you doing today?
Very good. Can we just get right to it? Like, what is the new information that you have for us?
Well, we finally got the PUA dollar amount that came in yesterday afternoon. It's going to be $345. So that will be the 39-week pay benefit amount. And, of course, last Saturday we got the $600 confirmed also. So essentially between April and July, you will be getting $945 if you are unemployed or laid off during those periods a week.
And then it's the $345, right, for the January.
Will be before during the March or after the July. It'll go back down to the $345.
Okay.
So that's good news. So, and they also gave us guidance on how to write our supplemental budget request. So we are putting the final touches on that, and we'll be submitting that forward to USDOL for approval. And I think I mentioned to you that it's coming out at over $900 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a huge, running almost $1 billion program.
And that's still based on the
within a month or so.
Whoa! So we're hoping to get this online by within a month, or is that when the payments you're expecting to come out?
I know that's what everybody's asking me. When am I going to get it out? When am I going to get it out? For me to put it, I'd like to do it within a month, but so many factors are what USDOL will do. I mean, they took this almost a couple weeks just to give me the 345, and you would think that would be something easy. So I'm going to get that supplemental budget request, $900 million package together and sent out this week. Then we have to wait to see how long they're going to take to approve it and then load the funds to us. And those are two things that are not within my control. And so, I can't predict how I can move forward if I don't know when I'm going to have the money in my hand.
Right.
And that's something that really sucks because I can't tell you. I know everybody's waiting out there. Everybody wants and needs the money, and I'm trying to run as quickly as I can. And this is, a kind of an ongoing story with USDOL. They're doing the best they can with the $2 trillion care package, and they're trying to roll it out with everybody. And Guam and the territories are just a certain niche that, they're trying to take care of, but, we're not the highest priority when it comes to other states and other people. But we're running as quickly as we can. And, I got an email the other day which made me feel a little better that, hey, Dave, that software package that you're looking to stand up for Guam, do you mind sharing that with Hawaii? Because I think they're looking at trying to find something too. So if you follow the states, you're finding out that there are several states that their systems are failing. They have these old COBOL Fortran systems, and they can't handle this program, this new PUA program. They're trying to, meld it into their existing software, and it's not working, and they're having major problems. So at least I'm trying to stand up a new custom software package that marries with this employer package, which I'd like to talk to you about, and then our Higher Guam package. All three speak together, and they're cloud-based. So I'm hoping that we're not going to run into any problems with the number of people applying flying and bogging down our system, since it's not all going onto one little pipe into a server. So that's good news in this. If there's anything that we're going to get a brand new system that's up to date and should be able to be tailored specifically for Guam, and even the other islands can use this system if they so if they like, and they're looking at us too, because they're on our higher Guam system, and we help them implement the higher Saipan, higher Palau, higher American Samoa, and so this module, which drops right into the higher Guam, will also drop into their modules if they so choose to take it up.
Okay.
Is Office of Technology assisting you with this stuff, Dave?
Yes, Frank Lujan is very much aware and helping us with this software and the implementation of it.
Okay.
So the other part, if you don't mind, Chris, that we're getting ready to stand up is the employer module. I'm sure you heard about the executive order, which was passed last week, mandatory reporting of your layoffs, furloughs, and reductions of hours to me, the Director of Labor. And I've been trying to get that package installed so that it would be a web base, and they can just go in there flawlessly and enter their data, and then update it as whenever the situation occurs. So today or yesterday, there's the first phase is I'm calling out to all employers only, not employees, to go to Higher Guam and register your company. That's the first step. Register your company, and from there we're going to verify. If you have a business license, you can email that to us, and once we verify it, hopefully the software company has told me that they're going to flip the switch on the employer module within the max 2 weeks, a week and a half, give or take. And then once that switch is flipped, then they can start entering all their employee data, all their layoffs and everything. And that'll be used for confirmation for the employees that come in and claim. So those, I'm hoping that that USDOL will accept as a viable proof of their status when they apply and they don't have an employee verification that they were laid off, that we can just go on the system and look up their company and look their name up, and it'll be there, and when they were laid off. So that's one less thing that employees will have to worry about if they don't have a letter already.
Right, and so Linda from Public Health was telling us that they're kind of doing the same thing with those people who are applying for the SNAP benefits. There's a list that came from the employers where lists all the workers furloughed, hours cut and stuff. So it is good to see that our people who have been, telling us that in order to apply for these things that we keep getting told to apply for, we need all these documents. And it's good to see that you guys on the government end are doing what you can to help them out with that, because we're supposed to be staying home.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. And I already know that there's at least 15 to 20% of the population that didn't get an employment document. And I've asked a myriad of questions to USDOL to see what is the minimum they will let me get away with, but still meet the auditing requirements. Because if we don't meet the auditing requirements, then Guam gets dinged, and Guam has to pay for it. So there's a fine line that I'm trying to get to, that's shelter in place, keep the people safe, keep our employees safe, but still get the applications and figure out a way to get them inputted and with all the proper documents that an auditor would see and would allow me to, release checks out. So, things are moving smoothly. I am still having to wait for USDOL to catch up with me, and all I can do is just keep planning ahead, laying all the puzzle together, and just waiting for their piece to slip in there, and then I can rapidly put in the rest of them.
Okay. So the WA, just to recap, the wage benefit amount is $345 for the PUA, the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. $600 is for the federal pandemic unemployment compensation. So from April to July, it'll be $945 for those who qualify, and then it tapers down to $345 after that for a total of 39 weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
And the only other little caveat is that those who have reduced hours, and try not to get too complicated. And if I understand this correctly, now if you're working at a reduced hour rate, and if you make more than $345, then you get nothing. If you make under $345, if you make $344, then you get $1 of the PUA, and then you get the $600 of the FPUC.
Okay.
If you make $345, you get nothing. So that's how I was given guidance on how the PUA and the FPUC will work. So you have to make under $345 in your reduced hours to qualify.
Okay. So that's good to know. We'll get that info out there. Is there another program or anything, Dave, for people who have had their hours cut but they're making more than $345?
Nope. Other than the stimulus money that everybody's going to be getting, there's the PPP program, which is the SBA program, which companies can avail to, where they get that a loan, but it can turn into a grant to help pay for your employees to stay at work.
Mm-hmm.
So there just keeps every other day there's a new program popping up that you have to try to keep up with, and there's lots of money that's coming in, and we just got to see which ones apply to Guam and which ones don't. But there are the FLMA, the one with the paid 2 weeks paid leave that you can avail to, which is a tax break. So there's a myriad of things that employers can do for their employees. It's just a matter of picking which one is the best fit for them.
I had just one question for clarification. Because this is April through July, say this program doesn't kick in for Guam till May, is that retro?
Yes.
It is, okay.
Yeah, so you'll be getting so if you were laid off or something in March 15th, then you would get the 345 up until the period that the FPUC kicks in, and then you would get the extra 600 kicking in, and that would all be retroed until you get caught up to the present time.
Dave, I just had a comment here. Are you saying a $345 a pay period or $345 a week?
A week.
A week. Okay, so there you go, Arsenio.
$945 a week, which equates to roughly $23-ish an hour, or close to $50,000 a year. So that will help this island and a lot of the people recoup and kind of get back and hold them over. Remember, but that money is only going to go up till July, end of July.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what it's there for, is to help people get caught up.
Like a bridge.
Because we all know that there's some people that have been almost a month already.
Dave, sorry to interrupt. Are you saying, just because we're getting the comments in real time, $345 a week before or after deductions?
This is $345. I don't know if they're going to take out.
No, Dave. I'm talking about how you said the reduced hours, people who make less than $345.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. I would think it's gross, but let me get back to you. I don't want to speak too prematurely.
Okay.
So,
but just for the people commenting,
I'll text you back.
Thank you. Yeah.
When I get that answer for you, just to make sure that I have it.
Right on. Well, Dave, appreciate it, man, and keep us posted. I got your number. I love that you call us and let us know when we got new developments, because obviously everybody we're waiting on the federal government. I see a lot of comments where people are saying, "Oh, they're paying it out in the states already." Well,
No, they're not paying this one out in the States. The stimulus,
Is coming out.
they are
Yeah.
because they already have that mechanism in place, and they've already transferred that money to those states. Again, you can't compare them with us. We haven't even gotten the money yet
Yeah,
for any
I
of
know.
these programs, and they're not. We're not the same priority, and we're not getting everything the same as the states. You know, and I'm not trying to justify anything, but you know, we can't give out something that we. That's why the governor is giving out under 10,000, and we're using our local funds. We're doing that because we haven't gotten the federal funds yet.
right, yeah.
So we're trying to bridge and help that we can, whatever we can, with our local funds, knowing that you know they are coming.
Right. So again, people. How about people who are self-employed? We cover this. Yes, if you're self-employed, you know, they still shoot it over to Rapid Response, Dave, just to kind of get it documented with you.
You know, those who are employers can stop using the rapid response and start to use the higher Guam. But remember, all you need to do now is just register your company so that we can verify your company is an actual company. And then when the module comes in, then you just input all the employees that have been affected, and that will all be a web-based fill in the blank. And I've had people look at it, and they said it's pretty straightforward and simple. So please, employers, this is the time where you help your employees by coming in. Just yesterday, we've had over 1,000 companies register, and that was before the press release actually went out. So they are responding very well.
Do you have updated numbers on affected workers, Dave?
I haven't gotten it for yesterday. I will text that to you.
Okay.
I will get those probably within the next couple hours. I know that we were, I don't want to guess, but yes, they're still coming in very rapidly.
You're still looking at that 30,000, the 36,000 though?
38,000.
38,000.
Yeah, that was, like I said, a statistical model that Gary Hiles, my chief economist, put together and put together a whole summary write-up, and that'll attach to our supplemental budget request.
The 900 million.
Yeah, they needed proof, and that's why we had Gary do it, because they're not going to argue with the chief economist.
Gosh, that 900 million, that's like almost the
900.
budget. That was the budget projected for
I
next
mean, I'm
fiscal
used
year.
to the Cha-Cha-Ans and the Pong Sung Wa, which are like $10 million. And this just blows
all
it
of
out
them,
the water.
all of them wrapped
And,
into
Wow.
one and
that's
times
why-
4.
Okay, hold on. I think the last numbers I got, which was 2 days ago, was we're over 10,000 workers displaced and 9,700 workers reduced hours.
Wow.
So, and like I said, that's just the email forms. So we're still seeing a rapid increase of the emails. We're getting over 500, sometimes 650 emails a day, and I have a crew of people that are using that to tabulate it and to distribute the questions to the right departments, and we're trying to keep up with that load. And we're, like I said, forming this whole PUA program, organizing it, and ordering and trying to get the quotes for the procurements and getting things stood up as quickly as possible so that we can run with this as soon as the money starts releasing.
Right on, Dave. Appreciate that. And I think, again, that's just what people need to hear. We know, it's federal, that it was a new program. We didn't have the UI here. So just standing all this up, I understand it's, logistical. It's quite a big thing. So appreciate you keeping us posted. We got to run. Thank you so much,
you.
Dave.
Thanks,
Thank
Dave.
you, Chris.
Okay,
Appreciate
yeah.
it, Sabrina.
Okay,
Of
be
course.
safe.
Yeah. Wash your hands.
Bye.
Never gets old.
All right, Dave Dell'Isola, he just got the final number, the wage benefit amount for the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. It's $345, while the Federal Pandemic Unemployment Compensation compensation is $600. So from April through July, it'll be a paycheck of $945, and that is every week, right? Every week. And then it tapers off after July to
but
$345.
you can't quit your job and go on
Yeah.
the PUA, okay? Because people are telling me, like, wow, that's good. Ooh.
Yeah.
So
he's going to submit a $900 million supplemental budget request to the feds.
Yeah, that's. I imagine waking up and seeing $900 million in your bank account. Wow. 724. Let's keep it on the phones, and someone we've kind of chatted with a lot since this all started. He's a numbers geek. I think that's how you describe yourself.